welcome back to another episode of 6 and 6, where we cover 6 stories from around the world in 6 minutes or less. With that said, start your timer. We begin today in Colombia, where the former Colombian president Alvaro Uribe, a candidate for president, underwent emergency brain surgery after experiencing a severe headache in Medellin. Doctors discovered a subdermal hematoma and performed urgent surgical intervention to address the condition. Uribe is in critical stable condition and being monitored at the hospital, with medical professionals optimistic about his recovery. From Reuters, quote, doctors discovered the condition when Uribe complained of an intense headache after late on Wednesday and was admitted to the clinic in Medellin. After diagnostic image tests, a subdermal hematoma was identified, prompting the need for urgent surgical intervention, end quote. Next, we travel across the Atlantic to Africa, where Fitch Ratings has upgraded Ghana's credit rating from CCC or CCC to B-, signaling improved economic prospects. The upgrade reflects Ghana's successful efforts in addressing debt's sustainability issues and implementing economic recovery strategies. Key factors include participation in the G20 Common Framework, debt management initiatives, and IMF-supported reform programs. From Reuters, the rating upgrade to B- from CCC reflects our view that Ghana's refinancing risk have been reduced through their tenure and exchange offers made earlier this year, part of this proactive debt management strategy. Now, we go to the country in the Central America area, which is Nicaragua, where Violeta Chamorro was Nicaragua's first female president, serving from 1990 to 1997, who played a crucial role in ending the country's civil conflict and promoting national reconciliation. She led a 14-party opposition coalition that successfully defeated the Sandinista regime and focused on her domestic reforms, economic stabilization, and healing societal divisions. She unfortunately passed this last weekend. From Reuters, during a time when Nicaragua was engulfed in civil war, Chamorro stood out as a symbol of hope and unity. Her election demonstrated, quote, commitment to democracy and dialogue in a country divided by ideological differences, end quote. Next, we travel across the Pacific to China, who has significantly escalated military patrols in South China Sea, intensifying tensions with the Philippines. These actions are viewed as a strategic move to assert dominance over disputed marine territories, challenging Philippines' claims and potential Western alliances. The Chinese military's increased presence signals their intent to control critical trade routes and potentially valuable undersea resources. From Reuters, quote, this intensification of these military patrols is a clear signal to the Philippines and its allies, said military analyst Ying Lu. Beijing is flexing its muscles to assert dominance, not just over the South China Sea, but as a warning against any deeper military collaborations with the West that could undermine Chinese interests, end quote. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese planned to advocate for the AUKUS security partnership and discuss Indo-Pacific security issues in its meeting with U.S. leaders in 2025. The trilateral agreement between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States aims to counter China's growing regional influence and promote strategic stability. Albanese emphasized the importance of adapting to changing geopolitical dynamics and maintaining peace through collaborative defense capabilities. From Reuters, quote, we recognize the challenges that are present in the Indo-Pacific. It is not about aiming at any one country, but about fostering stability and security in our region, ensuring peace, and upholding the international rule of law. And lastly, we travel all the way across the globe back to Europe, where Ukraine has completed a significant humanitarian repatriation project, exchanging 1,245 bodies with Russia amid the ongoing conflict. The exchange demonstrates a commitment to honoring fallen soldiers and providing closure to bereaved families. Despite continued hostilities, both sides cooperated to facilitate this complex diplomatic and logistical process. From Reuters, quote, these humanitarian exchanges highlight the complex interplay of war, diplomacy, and the relentless march towards peace. Even in the midst of conflict, there remains a subtle reminder of our shared humanity and the importance of dignifying the sacrifices of those who have fallen, end quote. And if you want to check out any of the articles from today's podcast, you can find all of them linked in the description below that like and subscribe button. Also down there you can find the podcast on Spotify, Pocket Cast, Podvine, as well as the Twitter handle at Your Daily Flip, where I post the links to these episodes that come out on Tuesday and Thursday, as well as the links to the normal podcasts that come out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So you can go directly to them rather than having to come and sit here and wait for the international news notification to pop off in your email. So with all that said, there's only one more thing to say. Stay safe. Don't die.